Welcome to York College University Centre. Come on in. Hello everyone and welcome to York College University Centre. My name's Karen Robson and I'm Head of Higher Education here at the college. My main role is to really support staff, support students and look after all our higher education here and liaise with our awarding partners and our universities and make sure that our students are successful and enjoy their time whilst they study with us. I'm going to introduce you to some colleagues.
Hi, my name's Ellie Langley. I work as part of the Student Services team here at York College. Our team basically helps you with supporting through your study, so counselling, help with transport and funding queries, so that kind of helps through your studies.
I'm Lynn Mountford, HE Coordinator, and I work closely with Karen supporting HE students.
Okay, so what are the HE courses that are available at York College?
So we offer a variety of higher education courses here at the college. If you can access our prospectus, so we have a prospectus in college and we have a prospectus online. So our courses are categorised. We have three categories. We have creative, professional and technical. And as you can see behind us, we're in the University Centre now and we have a display of all the courses that we offer. So we have our art and design programmes, we have our creative degrees and foundation degrees. We offer specific technical qualifications such as engineering and construction, and obviously a suite of professional. So for those of you wanting a more professional qualification, then we can offer that here at York College.
And we've also validated some new courses, HN Travel and Tourism, Business, and we've just validated FD Cybersecurity.
So we have a new programme, Lynn's quite right, in our digital technologies looking at cybersecurity, because that's one of the courses that we know that will be employment opportunities in the future, and it's currently something that is
In demand.
in demand, absolutely, yeah.
And how much will the course cost?
The courses vary depending on whether you want to study them part-time or full-time. Obviously the part-time tuition fees are less than full-time.
Our course fees are much less than other universities.
So our course fees, as I mentioned earlier, range depending on whether you want to study part-time or full-time. Our part-time course fees can range between that kind of £5,500 to £6,500, but the majority of our full-time tuition fees are £7,200 per year.
And can I study my course part-time?
Yes, we have a range of courses. So what we try to do is we have a full-time suite of qualifications, but some of those we offer part-time because we realise that a lot of our students, maybe our mature students who are currently working, need to find that work-life balance to be able to study a higher education qualification. So we've got a number of them at part-time. Our children's learning and development courses are 1 day, so we offer a flexible approach to study, so our students are still working in industry, and we have part-time courses in health and social care for people working in that area who want to study at a higher level, business and teacher training.
So, I work, can I study at the same time?
Yes, lots of our students do that, and we understand that students have to work, students will have families, they'll have mortgages, and students will either work part-time or anywhere up to 4 days a week and then complete their study here at York College. And as I mentioned earlier, it is possible. We recommend about 16 to 20 hours part-time work per week to be able to manage studying at higher education at the same time. But again, it's about trying to find that work-life balance. So lots of our students might they might work part-time, but they might study in the evening or weekends and juggle family life. So it's very much how you manage your time and how many hours you want to work whilst on a higher education course.
And the University Centre stays open until 9 p.m, so you can study here quietly.
And what are the entry requirements for HE courses?
The majority of our higher education courses, the entry requirement would be a level 3 qualification. That's normally the case simply because when you start your higher education course, it starts at level 4. So the entry requirements of the prerequisite would be a level 3. However, There are some courses where if you sent in an application to us, we would look at your qualifications, but we'd also consider your professional experience and your skills. So for example, some of our students might have worked in industry for 10, 15 years, and they bring a wealth of experience and a really strong skill base to be able to apply that in higher education, but they might have missed out on, you know, certain full level 3 courses. I think the message here is, if in doubt, send us an application, and our progress tutors and award leaders will look at each individual application, and they might give you a ring. It might not be an interview, but they might give you a ring just to find out what experience you've had, and they'll make that decision based on the full application. And normally they'll have a chat with you and find out what experience you've got.
Please can you talk me through some of your facilities?
Yes, so if you don't know York College, we're based just outside of York. We've got a number of facilities to support higher education students. So we recently were successful becoming an Institute of Technology for York College. That means that we've developed and updated and introduced new resources and technology, so that would support some of our HE courses here at York. We have this, our University Centre. This was new for 2019. So this is a dedicated space for higher education students and any student studying a higher level apprenticeship or a higher level professional qualification. So it's a designated space. So this area, and we'll show you the back of it, but this area is the study area. So you can do group work, you can do individual work. There's pods where students can practice presentations, and we've got individual stations where if you just want to concentrate on doing some work, you can use this space to do that. We've got our recreation area at the side where there's a kitchen. That's where our higher education students have their lunch, relax, have a bit of a chat with other students, and generally spend some time in there.
I am a mature learner, and I'm worried about coming to the University Centre and being surrounded by younger people.
Okay, so our higher education community is rich and diverse. It's made up of different types of students, whether that's different age group, different experiences, different professional skills. They're doing lots of different qualifications. I would say that there are students here who've completed their level 3 qualification previously, and they stay with us to complete their higher education. But we have a diverse range of age groups. We have mature students who might have been in employment for a number of years, and they want a change of career, so they've decided to come to York College and do higher education. So there's a mix of students, there's a range of students from 19 plus to mature learners at any age, and all students are welcomed and supported on higher education here.
Where do I apply for my student loan?
You will visit www.gov.studentfinance. It's quite a simple process. It'll take you about 30 minutes, and to do the application you will need bank details, a passport and your national insurance number. You'll also be asked to evidence household income, and you can do this by a P60. I think the process takes about 6 weeks to hear back.
There is an error with my student loan.
If there's an error with your student loan, your first point of contact would be Student Finance England. If you're still struggling, or if it's a bit more complex, you can email our funding team, who will be able to help you out with the application or the loan.
How do I apply for my student loan?
Again, visit www.gov.studentfinance and follow the procedure on there.
Again, if you are struggling with that, the funding team are available through email to try and help you through that process.
I am a disabled student. Could you tell me what support I will receive?
You're able to apply for disabled students allowance through Student Finance. You can apply for this through your normal application, so when you first apply for your tuition fee and your maintenance, then you can apply there as well.
The application for disabled student allowance is made directly with Student Finance. So where we can advise how to do that, we can't necessarily advise what that will mean for you. So if you do the application, as Ellie says, then they will contact you, and normally what they do is they ascertain the level of support that's required, and they will allocate normally an amount of money. You don't necessarily receive that money, but you are able to decide on how you spend that money in relation to the resource or the support that's needed. So in the past, students have decided to spend that money using it for software on a computer to help with dyslexia. Other students have decided to buy in a physical resource such as a member of staff in order to support them in the classroom, whether that's note-taking or scribing. So there's very different ways to spend that money on the resource that you need, but you would do that as an individual based on the needs that you have with regards to your disability.
What support is available to help me with my studies?
Okay, so when you study higher education, obviously it can be very daunting. There are certain requirements and regulations that we adhere to, one of which is academic writing. So you have to write at different levels, so whether you're starting with us, you're writing at level 4 or level 5 or level 6. So that can be daunting for some students, especially if you're coming back into education. So there's a wealth of resources that are available to support you, and ranging the different platforms. So we've got Blackboard, that's our subject VLE platform. There's lots of information on how to support with academic integrity, academic writing, how not to plagiarise, all the terms that we use across higher education. We also have HE Essentials, so you can access this. This is a general platform for all HE students, and the different awarding bodies might have different requirements for their academic writing, and you will find all the handbooks, all the resources on how to do that when you start your HE course. So in the University Centre, we've got some kind of one-stop handouts where you can just pick up something, whether that's on how to do paragraph or plagiarism or sentence structure. So there's lots of different ways you can be supported. And you can access all of these resources from home. We've got staff here to help, so part of the induction they will talk about academic writing, and they will support you through that process. So there's specific classes that we timetable to support students for that whilst on the course. And we've also got library staff. The library staff are fantastic. We have a dedicated library staff that will help with HE students, so you'll get more information about how you can access that when you start your higher education course here at York College.
In terms of financial support, there is the student finance, which is for your tuition fee and for your living costs. There's also a HE bursary which your college offer, and that can help with a variety of things. If you think you may be eligible for this, get in contact with our funding team and we'll be able to discuss this further with you. If you feel that you are struggling, please get in contact with your tutor, have a chat with them, and then they'll be able to help you through the process of applying for hardship.
And to add to what Ellie said, all that information is also on HE Essentials, so there's different headings. We'll do a screenshot of what that looks like as part of this video so that you can familiarise yourself with what that would look like, but it's clearly stated. So for those of you that might be eligible for our HE bursary, that's an entitlement for certain groups of students, and the list is on our website, and that's an entitlement you have, and we would support you with £600 as part of our HE bursary commitment to you. But again, have a look on HE Essentials. It's a really good place to find all the information you need, and any advice and guidance that you need would be on there as well.
It's been a while since I was in education. What support will I need to complete my academic writing?
Okay, so I've mentioned this earlier, there's lots and lots of resources, depending on who your validated or awarding body is. So we work with the University of Huddersfield, we work with York St John University, and we also use the awarding body Pearson, and they might have different requirements. So again, on HE Essentials and Blackboard, the staff are there to support you, to guide you and help you as to the type of referencing you need, and how you should reference your work based on the qualification that you're studying. The staff will also provide you with course handbooks at the start of the year, and all of the details on how to find them, what the requirements are in your course handbook. So it's a really good place to start your course handbook, because it will direct you to where you need to go. And then we have HE Essentials on our website.
And that's also covered in the induction process. process.
Yeah, we'll cover all of that, and we'll help you navigate where everything is, so don't worry too much at this stage.
How will I get to York College? What are my transport options?
York College has a number of transport links such as buses, trains. One of the buses is the Park and Ride. We also have a private car park that students have access to throughout the day while they're studying, so for any car users you're welcome to use that.
When can I apply?
So there's different ways to apply for higher education courses. If you are sat watching this video thinking, can I apply for September? The answer is yes. So if you're applying for a full-time course, our applicants go through UCAS, which is the University Admissions System. Now, normally the students who want to do HE would have already applied. However, the window of opportunity with UCAS to apply for an HE course doesn't end until the 30th of June. So if you're watching this video and thinking, well, I've got a couple of weeks, I might apply, then that's great, you can go through UCAS. If you're watching this video after that deadline, then complete an application for York College and submit it. Our admissions team will process the application and you will still be able to study higher education from this September. For those of you who want to study higher education the following September in 2021, the UCAS window for full-time courses will open again in September and you would follow that procedure. So I would have a look on the UCAS website maybe at the end of August and have a look at what that procedure is. For part-time students, you don't need to go through UCAS, you can apply direct to us here at York College. And as I mentioned earlier, we have full-time courses and part-time. So for those of you who are unsure, then have a look at on our website and it will give you an indication as to whether we offer those courses part-time or not.
How do I apply to study a HE course?
Okay, so the normal procedure would be to go on our website, have a look at the courses that we offer, decide whether you want to do that full-time or part-time. Once you find the right course, there'll be instructions on our website, as I've mentioned earlier. If it's full-time, then you apply through UCAS or direct at the college if it's after June the 30th. If it's part-time, apply direct to us. So you can apply online, complete the application. What I would say is, try to give us as much information on that application as you can. So tell us the qualifications that you have, what you want to study, why you want to study that course, and give us a personal statement that tells us about your experiences, something that allows us to read and lets us know who you are and what experiences that you've had.
I can't locate a UCAS code for my full-time HE course.
All the UCAS codes are on the website and also in the prospectus. So if you can't locate the code, ring the college and they'll send you out a prospectus. Whatever September brings, the staff and tutors at York College are very supportive and approachable and will support you through your HE course.
I hope you've enjoyed this video with Ellie, Lynn and myself. If you've got any further questions, you can send your questions to the website that's below and they'll endeavour to send us those questions and we'll continue to answer them where we can be of help. So for now, we look forward to meeting you in September and look forward to welcoming you to York College University Centre.